Let's take a look at the dollar yen for the upcoming August 25th session. As you can see from the daily chart here, we've had some nice movement over the last day in most of the yen pairs overall. But as far as a daily outlook goes, we're taking a look. MACD is saying we're neutral. We've been in enough choppy market sideways. If we're taking the average price, if you look through this area here, it's pretty much neutral for the trend. MACD is right at the waterline telling us that. So as we head down to the 4-hour here, it's kind of up in the air. Again, you can see we've had some swings up and swings down, a little bit of move up, continued move down. And the 4-hour chart as well, we had the spike up last week, big spike, and then again, we're just moving right back down. Right now on the 4-hour, it's becoming pretty iffy. The next 4 hours should be pretty interesting. If we cross over here, have some more crossover of the histogram in the next 2 to 4 hours when this next candle closes, a lot of automated systems could come in and click and continue to push this to the downside. So the MACD was up at the waterline, and we had a resistance, as you can see, right on the 200 EMA on the 4-hour chart. 200 EMAs on any time frame chart are pretty strong. And so you can see it came up there. We had some resistance. We had a trend line break, and it moved down nicely. And we should have been expecting a nice. This is a rally and a downtrend. We should have been looking for that sell based on what we saw here with this MACD. It was below the waterline. The histogram was way up here, and the momentum is carried through. Again, if the histogram and this candle close negative and it closes over to the downside, a lot of automated systems could start clicking in, and this downtrend to begin to continue again on the 4-hour chart. So we're going to watch for that. And what we're going to do is take a look at our 60-minute and 30-minute chart to see if we can get any more indication that could be the case. So the 60-minute chart, the MACD is clearly below the waterline, as you can see right here. It's outside of the histogram, and there's a good chance that this could be bottoming in here somewhere. We want to see a bottoming process, and what a bottoming process is like you can see here, consolidation and then a trend line break to the upside. You can see here we had some consolidation come in, but we had no trend line break to the upside, but we had a breakout of the bottom and a close below that, as you can see on an hourly chart, close below these lows right here. Much similar to what we were talking about on a couple of the other pairs tonight and some of our other analysis. There was a close below on the hourly chart, and then you can see the continuation. This isn't the best time really to get into this. What I'd like to see at the very least maybe is to have a little bit of a pullback up here into this previous support area's resistance. Then maybe I'd be looking for another opportunity to sell. But this may have a little bit of a pullback in the upcoming session based on what we see on the 1-hour chart. And the 30-minute seems to be suggesting the same to us. So let me tell you what I'd be watching for. I believe a nice trade would be a close above this trend line on the 30-minute. Again, realizing that the 4-hour and the 60-minute are telling us, we're in a downward trend here right now on this pair. Even price action's telling us. So a close above this on the 30-minute, and then maybe targeting up here, which is not all that far, 35, 40 pips. You can see you have some moving averages here on the 30-minute. The 40 is crossing the 200, suggesting that we could be moving into a downward motion with a death cross coming in there. And the MACD is sufficiently below the waterline. If you're not comfortable trading against the trend, what I would do is watch for price to move to the upside somewhere, pause up in here, create an ability to have another trend line on price, something like that. And when it closes below it, below the trend line that it would create up to that area, then I would look to sell it and for it to continue to move on down. I would take some profit at these lows and see if it continues to break down further. And this would be a classic example of waiting for a retracement for price to retest previous support as resistance and then look for the sell. So that's what we're going to be looking for. In the immediate term, we're going to be looking for price to move up. And then maybe as London comes in and portion of London, we're going to be looking for price to hold up in this area and then look to break back down and get in that sell with the overall trend. That's what we're going to be looking for on the dollar yen in the upcoming August 25th session.